Some lands stand where the world begins. Others stand where it remembers. Here, the wind does not erase memory. It carries it. And some paths must be spoken before they are walked. These islands stand where the ocean is strongest. But the strength of this place was never the wind. It was the people who learned how to live with it. You built homes storms cannot take. You walked paths the sea cannot erase. Across these islands are paths older than memory. Paths carried by wind, tide, and stories. My journey only revealed what you have always known, that these paths still exist, and as long as they are remembered, they will never disappear. The message was never mine to keep. It belonged to the islands. And the path was never meant to end here. Another island, another path waiting to be remembered. Every island holds a story, but no island holds it alone. These winds will continue long after I leave, carrying the memory of this place, and somewhere beyond the horizon, another path waits. The Great Sea doesn't just carry you, it remembers you. It knows the weight of every hull that has ever cut through these waters. They say the land doesn't speak, but if you're quiet enough, if you listen with more than just your ears, you can feel the heartbeat of the island beneath the salt. Northern Samar, one of the first lands in the Philippines to face the Pacific. For generations, the people here have lived with the rhythm of this sea. The ocean feeds them, but it also tests them. The journey to Northern Samar usually begins in Manila. From Manila, travelers can fly to Tacloban City. Then, the road continues north across Samar, toward the towns of Katarman or Allen. From there, boats travel to the nearby islands along the coast, and somewhere beyond those waters, the ocean has been shaping stone for thousands of years. These stones have stood here for a very long time. Across this ocean, there's nothing to soften the wind or the tide. Year after year, the Pacific returns to this shore. And slowly, the stone changes. The people of Biri gave these stones names: Belat, Magasang. Names allow places to remain in memory. The ocean continues its work here, and the island continues to endure. But northern Samar is not only a place of restless waves, there are quieter shores nearby. Not every memory is carried by storms. Some are left behind by gentler tides. The color of this shore was not painted by the sky. It was shaped slowly by coral. Broken pieces carried by the sea, ground by waves, return to the shore for years, for centuries. The ocean that carved the cliffs of Biri also left this place behind. As if the sea wished to remind us that even the strongest waters remember how to be gentle. Places like this are easy to overlook. They do not demand attention. They simply remain. And yet, they carry memories just as deep. The sea gives many kinds of paths, some carved in stone, some written in sand, and some disappear each day, so they may be remembered again tomorrow. Not all paths lie beneath the sky. Some wait in places where the island itself remembers. These caverns were not carved in a single storm. They were shaped by patience. Each tide carried a small change. Each wave left a mark, and over time, the island opened its hidden rooms. The people who live along this coast have always known these places, not as mysteries, but as part of the island's memory. Beyond these walls, the ocean continues its work. Stone yields, but memory does not. Some paths are written in sand, others are carved in stone. Not every place meets the ocean with cliffs. Some meet it with patience. Where waves lose their strength, the mangroves begin. These forests stand where land and ocean make their quiet agreement. The sea is allowed to enter, but not to take everything. For generations, the people here understood this balance. The mangroves protect the shore. The shore protects the villages. The villages protect the memory of the island. The ocean shapes the islands. But places like this help the islands endure. Stone resists the sea. Sand yields to it. But here, the land learns to live with it. The islands of Northern Samar face the open Pacific. Every day begins with the sea. For generations, families here have lived by fishing. The ocean provides their food and their work. The Pacific is generous, but it is never easy. The storms that cross this ocean arrive here first. So the people learn to live with the island. They fish when the sea allows it. They repair their boats when it does not. They plant mangroves to guard the shore. These are not paths drawn on maps. They are paths learned through generations. The stones of Biri endure the waves. The mangroves protect the land. But the true keepers of this island are the people who remain. They say these stones were once gods who dared to look the Pacific in the eye. And the ocean, in its fury, turned them to bone. In Batanes, I learned that the wind remembers. But here, in the jaw of the east, the stone defies. This is not just geology. This is the first shield. The legend of Biri is not a story of a woman waiting by the sea. It is the story of the land itself, standing its ground when the world tries to wash it away. I am the keeper of the path. And the path in Northern Samar is written in the language of the unbroken. You do not survive this coast by being soft. You survive by becoming the stone. To the people of Northern Samar, your strength is not a secret. It is in the way you build, the way you fish, and the way you face the horizon without fear. The Pacific does not break you. It tempers you. The map recognizes this land. The memory is secure. But the pulse is moving. Every island is a lesson. Batanes taught me to listen. Northern Samar taught me to stand. Now, the tide calls me further.